Hello everyone, we're already starting a little bit later than I intended. I mean, yesterday I said stuff like, oh yeah, let's start an hour early because it's probably going to be a long stream. And then I didn't, I guess. My bad, sorry. But we're back. We're here with more Danganronpa. This time we're doing the 4th class trial. Feeling a little bit under the weather. Slight headache brewing. It's fine. I got my tea. I think I won't have to do that many voices today, right? So it should be fine. Just want to lower myself just a tad if I can, or do this, whichever. It's the early stream troubles, I guess. But yeah, we'll get into it now, I think. We have Hina on the front. I'm trying to remember where we are exactly. Oh yeah, we were doing the pre-trial prep. And I also need help on my phone for a second. Oh, what's up? Hello, Despair Hope. I think that's how you want to be addressed. I remember you came in during... I don't remember which stream it was. It must have been... I want to say it was the last class trial. Am I wrong? Just needed to grab something. Sorry about that. Ah, it was. I'm quite chuffed with myself for remembering that. It's good to see you again. Okay, cool. Now that I've done what I need to do, I should have done that pre-stream, I guess. Sorry. Anyway, let's hop into it. My mouse is on the screen. Haha, embarrassing. I'm in total shambles, clearly. I was not ready to start the stream, apparently. Let's continue. Yeah. It's the pre-trial prep. I'm trying to remember... It might load us into... No, okay, it didn't load us straight into the trial. That's nice. We have the skills. Extraordinary focus. Increasing our focus gauge by 2. We did not get cool and composed, which adds a lot of extra time. No, wait, this is the one I want. There we go. Apparently I didn't have that. I wanted this one. But I don't like my aim being so wobbly. So we got the cool and composed now. Good thing I checked. Lost in Thought is the one that adds your time. You want to make a Leon bracelet, but you're missing a 3. That's so unfortunate. Beads are quite cheap, right? I mean, maybe it's just a little bit of a hassle to get them. But yeah, and I don't think it's very good for the environment, but I don't know why I have that idea. I don't know what placed that idea in my head, but we want cool and composed, not Lost in Thought. For some reason, Lost in Thought was selected. Neural Liberation decreases slower. Breathing Technique recovers faster, so it's good. And, yeah, I definitely want the increased damage. There we go. I think we're pretty much done with preparations then. Let's hop into it. All rise for the trial.
Let's begin
I like
with
the
basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Is it different from before? I think it's all the same, right? I do like the ancient Egyptian aesthetic that we have going on in the background.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they
I didn't miss much at all, don't worry, Flo.
punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Hot tea.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that
exactly the same as before.
everyone else will graduate.
Why is he going over this again? I don't know.
Now then,
It's fine, I'm not complaining.
to begin.
Right.
We already know who did it.
Oh yeah. Do all of these trials start with someone just saying, hey, we already know who did it. Let's just kill them already.
Whoa.
I can't quite remember, but yeah, well, deja
The
vu.
one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
It's so much easier when I don't have to do the voices.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
Well, they're all lying, when they say that they... Well, I know at least Hiro and Toko are lying about not seeing her, but yeah. You don't think Trial 2 starts that way?
I don't want
Yeah.
to hear your stupid excuses.
How did Trial 2 start? I can't remember. Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Yeah, we already know he did it. It's a coin flip, guys. Let's flip the coins already. Aoi's account. Strange that it doesn't say Hina's account. there, but hey, I mean, technically her name is Aoi. Oh wait, I need to remember the controls just to be safe. Aim, silencer, fast forward, handbook, fire bullet, select bullet, concentrate. That's the one that I always forget to use.
And
Always forget the concentration.
for saying so.
How much steadier is my aim? Oh, it's much steadier. That's nice.
You hated her.
Yay.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
It's not the only reason. Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those three specifically. Yeah, she mentioned that Sakura wanted to meet with them,
One of you.
so it's not the you hated her
Killed Sakura.
statement.
And what reason do you have for saying
And I'm not gonna be stupid this time. I'm actually gonna listen. I'm gonna be a good detective, I guess. That's not. I don't think there's a problem with that.
Doesn't make any sense.
Detective, lawyer.
You have her
Oh, whoops. Ah, damn.
Low.
I shot the bad stuff.
Low.
Let's go through that again. I just said I'm gonna be good at this game, and then I do that.
One of you.
Ah, I'm so good at this.
Because
This
you
whole streaming thing
are the
and
most
playing the game. Okay, let's do this.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
Now I'm gonna concentrate.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Did I hit it? There we go. It's not the only reason. No, that's wrong.
Another
We got a
reason
break.
to suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with
Oh.
them, right?
Why do you zone out? Do you just like not care, or do you just sit around?
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah.
So there's no doubt about
I have to be on it if I
One
want
of
to
those
stream
three
Hina,
killed
so I
her.
have to think about it. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Why does the best music appear? Well, yeah, I think it is the best music appears during the trials. It makes sense. It feels like a lot of the time people are just wanting to get to the trial, you know? It's definitely a highlight.
Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them.
Pocket trash.
There's no way that's not suspicious.
Okay, so this is, we're aiming for a hero here. We want to implicate hero or
I don't
something.
deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay, that's fine. Pocket trash does not prove you wrong.
Neither.
That's also fine.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, it's gonna confuse me.
Saw her.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Is he pocket trash? I think he doesn't fit in our pocket. I did the thing where I didn't listen to all the segments, but sorry.
You dropped a small piece of paper.
It seemed obvious. I'll listen to them all the way through going forward.
remember? It was white with red polka dots.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots?
Yeah.
That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
Yeah.
No, it's,
Ever since
I'm
we
not sure how he got it though.
I totally monopolized that entire box
Yeah.
of candy.
But I feel bad as well because I mean the voice actors recorded those lines and everything.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
Good question.
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
I don't know. I could have raided your room.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but
Yeah. And I don't like missing fun.
she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
Believe it or not,
When?
sometimes I do
When
enjoy
did
fun.
she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Oh wow, Hiro, you're so good at defending yourself, honestly. I'm framed pretty well. I can do this. Hold on, never mind. Just wanted to make myself a little bit more centered, but I can't. So it's okay. But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. Why? The reason I know that is, Hiro got the candy from Hina. When Sakura got that candy, Sakura loved candy too much to share. Well, I know two of these don't make any sense, so let's go with this one.
I'm not sure about that.
It's like, it must have happened at some point. I'm not sure about that, Hiro.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Yasuhiro does, just give himself away a lot.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was,
I'm not sure Hiro did it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I might be
did meet up
surprised.
with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
He says that as if he's remembering.
Why the sudden hostility?
Yeah.
Well, we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
We'll see.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You want to talk? Your name's written there.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
That means at least 2 cases have possibly the killer's name written there. Yeah, he's pretty funny. And I like the burger scene.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
She didn't say normal. Anyway.
Proof? What are you talking about?
Did he spot the name? Wait, if he spotted, how could he have spotted the name? Because they weren't allowed inside.
I'm talking about her shining message.
That's really suspicious. Hello, Red Artist. Welcome. Welcome back. I know you followed before, I think. But I can't remember exactly which stream, but it's good to see you again. What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
You weren't allowed inside.
Dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
Yeah. It's nice to have a sort of comic relief, but also, yeah. I mean, he hasn't annoyed me, and a normal comic relief might have.
That's true. I
So,
saw it for myself.
Props to him.
See? See?
You weren't allowed in. You weren't allowed inside the crime scene.
Saying, no way. I didn't do it.
Are we going to brush over this?
Don't know when you're beat, do you?
You want to talk?
Hero, hold on.
Yeah?
When did
Thank you,
see that
protagonist.
dying message of hers?
Thank you.
Huh?
Oh, lol.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
You weren't allowed inside.
But if you recall, Mina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
That's right.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I'm glad I caught on to this. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was above the magazine shelf. It was on the magazine shelf.
I got it!
What type of
Kyoko.
choice was that?
Found the magazine
Oh yeah, it was
on
just
the
lying there.
magazine shelf,
I don't
right?
know.
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I
Yeah.
found the magazine with the dying message on it.
Everyone kind of has a bad moment in this game, it feels like, or everyone has something that you can make fun of them for.
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the
I
investigation.
mean, Kyoko literally has a gun on her right now because we gave it
That's
to her.
true. Then what
Free time.
Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Yeah. No, Makoto doesn't have rights. Yeah.
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
When did you see it? There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Right. I'm trying to get through a good amount of game, like at a decent pace, because usually I'm quite slow. We'll see. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying
Let's just read it this time.
when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation
Look at
had
these.
begun.
Here we go.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When
Yeah.
I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found
I'm
the
actually not sure about this one.
when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay. Ah, no.
I can tell you when I
disappeared.
found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
There you
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
This is
When
fine.
I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What I said makes total sense.
I feel like I have to use the flashback here. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. Okay. But at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
It was upside down,
It
wasn't
was
it?
only after the investigation had begun.
Right?
I found the
This is fun.
magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Right.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Ah, I'm not exactly sure. Where was the magazine? Maybe it wasn't on the shelf. Oh yeah, I always forget that I can actually look at these things. Haha! That would help. What are the specifics of this evidence? Thank you for the reminder. So I was just trying to remember what it said. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Inside this magazine, Toko's name had been written in blood. It was assumed that whoever wrote it used their finger to do so. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. But it was upside down. Okay, maybe it's just like, why would he have gone to the magazine shelf when he found the body? It's a bit weird.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
So let's do that. What? Okay. Okay. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? I mean, why would you go to the magazine shelf when you've discovered a body? I mean, that seems kind of weird.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
It's not that statement.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
Right?
It was only after the investigation had begun.
Right.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
So the only weak points I'm seeing are the... Okay. So the only weak points are this one, which doesn't work.
And I can tell you when I found
And
the
then when the investigation began, and then on the magazine shelf.
after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Maybe that's the problem. I don't know.
When I pulled it out,
Nope. Okay, it doesn't
saw
matter.
her final words.
What's your problem?
You don't have to pull up a
What I
guide.
said makes total sense.
I think I can figure it out. What if I flashback magazine shelf and shoot that at when Ogre's body was found? And at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the...
Okay, wait.
When Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you when I found it. It was only after the investigation had
What if I shoot the magazine
found
shelf?
the magazine tucked away on the magazine
Let's try it.
shelf.
Nope. Okay. Okay. What does that have to do with what I said? Yeah. I'm gonna try to use a flashback. It's what I'm thinking.
Exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was
So
discovered.
let's try absorbing this one.
And I can tell you when
Got it.
I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the
Oh, actually.
magazine shelf.
Let me absorb this one.
Pulled it out. I
And then
saw
we'll say
her
when
final words.
Ogre was discovered. How about that? I think that's a good idea.
I said makes total sense.
Absorb. He said you saw the dying message when you first found the body, but at the time, where's the magazine? Let's try this.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Let's try this.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Yeah, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
Makes sense. It's weird because in the truth bullet it says found on the magazine shelf, so it should
Sakura's body
kind of come with that
magazine
built
was
in,
sitting on
right?
a shelf nearby.
Like, okay, whatever.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Yeah. It seems that, yeah, I mean,
Tell us the truth.
doesn't exactly seem like an entire
Where did you
point
see the message.
to stand on its own, but alright.
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
I think I'm getting more hung up than I should be on this. Maybe it's just because my head hurts and, I wasn't doing very well there.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
Vienna sausage.
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Yeah, you just had a random word there
Actually,
for some reason.
Can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the
We
first
we absolutely cannot.
Yeah?
No?
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Why would you say that?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Has Hiro ever said something that's true? Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. What are we going into? Oh, we're in a bullet time. Oh, what are the controls? I forget what the controls are. Lock on, reload. That was a new one. Fire. Select truth bullet doesn't... Does truth bullet even happen in this one? Oh well. Oh yeah, what's up, Arbus? Oh yeah, on a good day he's 20%, right? Oh no, he said at least 20%. I think on a good day he's 30%. I'm not sure actually. You don't ever use the truth bullet in this section. Okay, okay, okay.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Oh, jeez.
The occult is bullcrap.
I thought I hit the...
end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
I thought I was in the focus mode, but apparently I wasn't.
Show me the proof.
So usually we have a bullet time battle with the killer, so this isn't good.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
I have to focus during that because it's I don't do well with that one, so yeah. I wasn't really listening to all the voice lines, but that was a good one. I'll just say.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger.
Is that case 1? No, in case 1 you don't do it. Do you do a bullet? Yeah, you do. Hold on. I'm sure you do with Leon. Oh yeah, case 2. Yeah, but I mean, it's Kiyomondo. Basically, it's Kiyomondo prologue. Not always. We had a... Yeah, okay. We're all pointing out the Kiyotaka one, but I mean, technically Kiyotaka was objecting to Mondo being challenged anyway, so... I mean... Just saying. If we look at the message, it was almost certainly written using a finger, but...
Her hands were completely free of blood.
This is true.
What?
I mean, I didn't actively know that, but it didn't appear in the art.
Who did write it?
Whoever has blood on their hands.
Hero could very well have written it himself.
It's not his handwriting, but I mean, it's a different kind of handwriting, technically.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was easy. that was very easy.
He admits it.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
I'm sure you did, protagonist.
Why would you write something like
It
that?
definitely was the Grey Manor murder, I think. We'll see him again. It'll all be revealed.
Because I killed her!
Oh, jeez. I think he was wrong. I think he's wrong. I think he thinks he killed her. By hitting her with a bottle while she was sleeping. I think she was already dead.
Please, just let me explain what happened.
Okay.
I got Ogre's note.
Quick case? Nah.
Right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
Oh yeah, because Byaku's like, first I poisoned her.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
And then I whacked her.
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
It's a bit of a weird way to...
She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
It's quite the conclusion.
So of course
I guess maybe it... No, it makes sense, it makes sense. I can't blame Yasuhiro for that one.
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
This is quite the art as well.
She had any idea what was happening.
Yeah, no way. Maybe she killed herself.
Went limp.
Really,
I didn't
bro?
see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
Yeah, possibly the worst thing to do in this game is
So
do
I
a
wrote
crime
Tucker's
of
name in
passion.
blood across a magazine on the table, and I ran away.
I'm in danger.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Did it die?
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead.
Roast me.
Roast me. Boil me.
Your hair whack.
You want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Yeah, I mean, at least he did confess. That's something. He thinks he did it.
It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Jeez.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
I'm not convinced.
No.
I think there's more to Hiro's story.
Thank God the protagonist stepped in and said no. There's still more trial left in the script.
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
Well, there's actually two things, because it's 2 smashed bottles and the vomiting blood.
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
No. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message? It doesn't make sense. Have had to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense. Why didn't you use Sakura's finger? Why the magazine was hidden? Why the magazine was hidden? Yeah, that doesn't entirely make sense. Why would he hide it? Why you didn't use Sakura's finger? Nah, he was dumb. I'm gonna say this one.
I got it!
Yeah.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine...
So there were actually 3 things, because I named another 2.
By the time the body was discovered...
At least 3. And the chair, for that matter. How did he close the room? So none of this actually explains it.
Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh, well,
Yeah. It's just everything doesn't get explained by this.
I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Classic.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be
I
lying!
think Toko found it and put it back on the shelf after she whacked Sakura with a
I
bottle.
don't see
And
any
everyone took
reason to
turns.
lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
He's just confused.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone
It's pretty
else
fun so
put
far.
the
I
magazine
like the
back on
premise of
shelf.
this.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the
The
incident.
locker.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was
Wait,
it?
did someone walk in, say, hey, we're just waiting for everyone else, so I'm gonna wait in the locker if that's cool.
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
We'll see if I enjoyed. I'm quite enjoying it so far. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written, there's only one choice. Kyoko, definitely. It was Toko.
I got it!
Byakuya wouldn't care.
It had to be Toko, right?
Oof. I haven't actually seen Shaun of the Dead, I've only seen Hot Fuzz of the Cornetto trilogy. All cases? I wouldn't say all cases are good. The first case is pretty lackluster, but it's a tutorial. And I wasn't a huge fan of the third case, it seemed very straightforward.
Who else would want to hide the magazine
me,
other
my
than
taste.
the person whose name was written on it?
I couldn't appreciate any twists and turns in the third case, because it was like, Celeste, you're clearly suspect this entire case.
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the
Lol.
rec room?
You were making a Leon Bangle. You wanted to make a Leon Bangle and you forgot about the first trial.
Why would I have... Wait, but more important,
Is she gonna sneeze?
doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right?
Nah,
Hiro just admitted it.
I don't care.
That's right. I killed her.
Shut up.
No.
Who asked you?
You forgot about the case, remember the character. Actually, remember the clue from the case.
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
There's still more in the script.
What do you mean?
Lol. Is it a big meme in the community?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Well, I mean, you should get like a slap on the wrist at least for trying to kill her.
Are you serious? That's just... I don't believe it.
It was the intention.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Now, I don't know the memes because I stay out of the community because it's so full of spoilers. I can't possibly.
What do you want me to do?
Especially this early on.
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
Yeah.
I don't really see why, but okay.
What? I look forward to looking at these memes. We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. My hair looks kind of silly at the moment. Oh well. Let's make my argument. Kyoko's examination summary. Status of Sakura's body. Yellow powder. Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to, but I
Okay,
did.
let's listen.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Yeah?
and I hit Ogre from behind. before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind,
What were these again?
and you only
powder.
hit her once. Is that right?
Can I take a look at these? So it's a status of Sakura's body. Okay, well, we have yellow powder, which is... It's just the yellow powder that's specifically on Sakura's foot. This girl is on fire. Status of Sakura's body. Sakura was found dead, seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. That seems important, and the last one was Kyoko's examination summary. Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head, not 1. No blood was found on either of her hands. So 2 blows to the head seems quite important. No blood was found on her hands.
Yeah, just once.
Ah, well, there it is.
After the first swing, the bottle
So
shattered.
I need this one.
She went limp.
See?
Easy game.
Hero really is the killer.
Does everyone have just a song that plays for their character? An image song, as it were? Oh boy. Not to spin me right around. Is there a butter song? Hero hit Sakura, that's for sure, but that doesn't end there. There's something that proves that. The wounds in her head. Okay, you just gave us the answer anyway. I didn't even have to think.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind.
Okay,
Before she could do
but
anything.
I want to do it on the once.
You hit
Get to
her
the
from
once
behind.
again.
And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just once.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I just think it's sad because of the...
Single blow. That doesn't explain
Oh
why
my
she
God,
had
I
2
loved
head
it.
wounds.
I don't know if that counts. Yeah, two blows. Yeah.
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on
Posture
her head.
check. That goes for everyone in chat as well.
And remember,
Can I go any lower?
Pearl
Nope.
examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Oh yeah, and you mess with crime scenes as a hobby. Don't say it so condescendingly.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Someone else hit her.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. Both
Negative.
attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Yeah.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
The arrangement
She was
of the bottles on the shelf.
with 2 Monokuma bottles?
Yeah.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles
We
themselves.
weighed them. I appreciate the puns in chat. I should make a pun, come on.
About those bottles.
How oh no! That was a good one.
Once you understand that
That was a good one.
you'll understand why 2 separate
How
Monokuma
dare
bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
My chat is going wild with puns.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
Right off the bat. You guys are pitching some pretty good ones, I'll say. I'm gonna use some of them.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Knocking it out of the park.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Allegedly.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total.
Allegedly.
Meaning 1 has
In
gone
your
missing.
opinion. This is an Ali G joke, I guess. Kind of. It's a quote. Oh, got pretty hammered.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
Just keep going. I don't care. Just keep going. Let's let them all out.
That's easy.
Yeah. I took a picture.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Chess pieces and also the arrangement. Correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. And earlier we were piecing things together. Brought to justice. Oof. That connection must be... It's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Are we doing Hangman's Gambit? Okay. It's chess pieces. Yeah, it's chess pieces. Okay, this should be good. Yeah. Yeah, chess. I'm looking for another S. Chess. I'm looking for a P. Looking for another E. And chess piece. There we go. That was a pretty good one.
Now I understand.
Do I recover any hearts for that? Nope. Guess not. It's fine. Like
That's
chess.
it. The chess pieces.
I used to play quite a lot of chess.
Inside each
I
bottle,
wasn't
there
that
was a
great,
monochrome
but I used to play it a
figure
lot.
holding a different chess piece.
Let's clip that one out of context. Why not?
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember
You're
seeing
missing the queen. Queen.
Piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was
Origami.
the knight, if I
Yeah.
remember.
So, what's that?
Missing the queen.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
How popular is chess in Japan? I don't actually hear. Oh well, I guess. No, that doesn't really count. I was gonna say Hikaru Nakamura, but he's decidedly American as well. American Japanese. I don't know how popular chess is in Japan. Would everyone know the rules? Generally.
What was
Folding.
left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Yeah. These puns
On
are
the ground was the knight.
fantastic.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Yep.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
Could have just taken the piece with you.
Does have to do with anything?
Chess is life. I
Yeah!
think that was Paul Morphy who said that. Oh, you see, this is what I was actually thinking, is that there are other popular board games in Japan that would substitute chess, like shogi. And I think, well, Go's popular in... I know it's popular in China. I think it's also played in Japan. There's a manga about it. Hikaru no Go.
Yeah.
Hikari no Go? I'm not sure.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh, Toko like shogi, apparently.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
Oh, my Zono. That was a bit of a stretch. That was a bit of a stretch, but you get there.
There's
It's a good
no
stretch.
evidence that has
It's a good
anything
stretch.
to do with this case.
Stretch. Makes me want to stretch.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the
I
murder.
don't think I've heard these drums before, but maybe I have.
It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
Rookies. Rookie
Is it
fours.
clear?
Rook H8.
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Lying on the cold hard ground. Oh! Oh! I need to start reading the game text. Wait, then the bottle that was missing, it was broken. It was broken.
I got it!
Because we found all those pieces on the ground, and then we weighed them.
What makes you so sure?
We can present evidence for
Because
that.
there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that
She
shows
was excited? Is that what that said? Oh, this game and its silly things. I wonder if the logic, if you turn up the logic, it makes the choices more difficult. I don't know if they could actually do that.
And what is this evidence?
Let's present it. Oh my word, pop sensation deflated. That's a good one. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... I wonder if the logic difficulty just gets rid of some of these lines where it's like, me and Kyoko figured it out. Like, if it just gets rid of that line, then you can still figure it out. It was like one of the last things. Yeah, here, the Monokuma bottle experiment.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
Yeah.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. There was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Did I cut him off? Oh, I did. And the reason for that is...
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles
At
were
least.
actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Oh. Interesting. So, the script doesn't change. Okay.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside.
Yeah.
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces.
They did a pretty rubbish job. It was like 1.5 times heavier at least.
They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
Yeah, they should have been better about it.
But why would they have to try and
Oh, okay.
do it like that anyway?
White noise is action difficulty. That makes sense. So if they had placed the bottle in a packet and then smashed it, that would have been fine, I guess. Why am I saying this? Anyway.
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There were 3 murders. There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Must have been used by Sakura's first attackers, some bowling aficionados, Sakura's second attacker, some bowling aficionados.
Bottle that was removed.
Someone was in the rec room playing bowling
The second time Sakura was
the whole time.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle.
Yeah.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible...
Oh, a double bear.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Yes. It's probably wow, that is quite the face.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Was she in the Was she hiding in the locker before Sakura got there?
I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do.
You know what would be really amusing? If Byakuya was waiting in the locker the entire time. If he was just like... And I find it really funny that he's like, I'm superior to all of you. And then he's just in the locker like crammed, like a nerd stuffed into a locker in like a typical American high school drama. You know those ones?
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
A wad of butter? Wow.
Until 2 seconds ago.
I'm very impressed that you're coming up with all of these.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, I killed her, but I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I mean, obviously, I made a mistake. I didn't kill her. I just intended to kill her.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Am I the youngest in this whole stream at the moment? By the way, am I still the youngest? I know Barbas and Flo are both older than me. I'm 19, going on 20. I just don't want to be the youngest, guys. Please.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Ah, I see. Wait, people just make these puns constantly online? Well, I mean, makes sense. Game's been out for a long time.
It was right after I got over.
Yeah, oh, right. Okay, I guess I'm not the youngest then. Do I have to ban Flo for having a Twitch account below the terms of service now? Do I do that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not the youngest. No need to say your age. I just wanted to check if I was still dramatically younger.
I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever.
What, and you locked yourself in the
I
locker?
was waiting there, and that's when I saw her.
Why do we call it a locker when we're the ones who lock it?
I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Nice. I don't want to be a creep about age. I don't want to. I'm just like, do you know what it feels like when you're the youngest one and you're presenting to a bunch of older people? It feels weird. Let me just say that. Sometimes. And then I make a bunch of outdated, well, not out of date, but like jokes that won't land. Anyway.
I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured
It's just for my state of mind.
I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Yeah. And I need all the confidence I can get during these streams because I do weird things like wave when someone says they're Brazilian. I can't get over this. I just need all the security I can gather. That's great. I appreciate that. But it still feels like, you know, if I make a joke about a show that I used to watch as a kid, how much does that date me compared to you guys? How unrelatable is that content?
And you just now
We can move on now.
share that with us?
This wasn't a big point I wanted to make. I just thought it was funny.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Crazy. Let's just keep going with the trial.
I think they've come loose.
Let's King Crimson past all of this.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
The table. The pool table.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be...
Ridiculous.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
That's a very Byakuya line. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? This is gonna tell me about switching truth bullets, isn't it? So far, you've probably been pressing the Y button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Under the rug, yeah. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. Coup de grace. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. You select it the same way as during the non-stop. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. What? It's coup de grace. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. There's so many coups that I always forget which ones are pronounced which ways. Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. But I mean, streams are generally pretty good background noise for that kind of thing, so it's also good to clean your room. That was my best Jordan Peterson impression. I don't actually really like Jordan Peterson, but he says that a lot. Slightly overshooting, by the way. You're a bit over halfway. Thank goodness. I was gonna say, how long is this game? We're in the 4th case. Oh then, good luck and have fun. It's weird that they bring that up. Maybe they wrote a case after the fact and then introduced it. I need to focus now. I have many VCRs. Actually very close to me as well.
I hate you. I curse you.
Okay.
No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
Ah!
It's a lie!
Ah! I don't have bullets! Ah! I activated that at a decent time, right?
Nothing. I hate you.
Oh, there we go. Final strike. Which one am I using? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Glass shards on the floor. That's not the right one. Locker handprints. Yeah, that's pretty good.
This should prove it.
Over 20 consoles! I'm jealous.
Did you know?
I just like the idea of having consoles.
Behind on the
I
inside.
don't even play that many games. Did you know that you left a handprint? It was more than one. Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, I did the same thing because we had a video rental store when I was younger nearby. And when they started going out of business, like the videos that we rented or could just buy now, we just kept them. I know that I have Digimon. I have Digimon Adventures, the first part of Season 1 on VHS. Should I get my VHS tapes? If chat wants to see them, they're really nearby so I can get them. But otherwise, we'll just keep going with the trial.
Does his handprint look familiar, Toko?
Do we know what everyone's handprint looks like?
It doesn't.
Okay then,
I know it like the back of my own hand.
your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
I wonder if Toko did it this time.
Wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
I still think Byakuya might have done it. I think he poisoned. I think he's the smartest one. I think he's smart enough to show them at the end of the stream. Sounds like a good idea. If you're all still here, I'll show you some of my favorite VHS tapes that I still own. And there are some good ones.
Dang.
I think Byakuya was the...
Admitted it.
So did you! Anyway, I think Byakuya is the only one smart enough to use the poison tactic.
Then you killed Sakura!
He knows Toxic. He puts Toxic on all his Pokemon.
No!
He knows Toxic Store.
There's no way!
Out with it.
Yeah.
I probably did kill her.
Ooh.
Straight up again.
How many people killed Sakura?
Wait, What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
Okay.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face
She-
her head on.
Probably wouldn't have done anything, to be honest.
So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Sounds like you were very paranoid.
Did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying
You
message.
did such a rubbish job. I mean, didn't even use her finger.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
So after you left
Byakuya was just too long. He wasn't sure how to spell it.
and put the magazine back on the shelf,
You put it on the wrong way.
You did. You put it back upside down.
I
Yep.
didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Oh, well, if you're in a hurry, I guess I can't blame you, huh?
Sills, all of you.
Yeah, you should have done it the way I did. The way I killed her with poison.
Get all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
Sans.
there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right
Do-do-do-do.
at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazine.
Does that still trigger the transformation?
I don't
It was a
remember
good Sans
what happened
cosplay.
After that, if you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh, no. Okay. Sneeze. Her? You mean... Oh, here she comes.
Guess who's back?
Oh, no.
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
We're throwing that one out again, huh?
Answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
I'm trying to remember. I really like, there's a track that gets a bit underrated, in my opinion. It's the date theme for Sans. What's it called? Rain. I wanted to remember it without thinking. This is not the time for me to remember Undertale tracks. Let's continue.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Oh.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me away.
That's interesting.
Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
everywhere! I was
This is a
not
cool
prepared
picture.
for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I
Oh,
the
lol.
bottle.
That makes
I was
sense.
just worried about you, and you're terrible.
Sakura was worried about you.
No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
Oh yeah, I guess we shouldn't have even suspected Jill.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of
'Cause
the
it's not
bottle
in
to
her
get
MO.
rid of the evidence, didn't you?
Modus operandi. Yeah?
About to die for some woman? If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
What?
Just go
Gothic,
away
yeah.
and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Lol.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
Rain on... I'm still trying to remember. Haha. What's it called?
Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge
What's
my...
that Undertale track called? It's Rain something, and it's the one that plays when you're on the date with Sans. Spoiler, I guess. Sorry.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hero's attack.
It's raining somewhere else. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know?
I wanted to remember that.
But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Okay. So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No. There's still the vomiting blood. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Okay, hold on. why would Byakuya point it back to himself like that? If it's him, I'm a bit worried. I mean, I've tried to remember as many Undertale tracks as I can. I remembered a deep cut the other day, which was ooh ah so heats. Is it that one? No, it's do 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 do. Yeah, it's more like that. I'm trying to think, is Hina the one who might have done it? Because Byakuya wouldn't have pulled it back to himself. Hina seems to be wanting to end it quite early on. I'm worried now.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
No, I didn't.
Odd?
Yeah. I remembered Uwaso Heat specifically, when I was, remembering it. So yeah. But I like all of them.
Attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Right. It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time.
I really like the
Tell us what
Undertale soundtrack.
happened after you fainted.
I've listened to it a lot,
This
and
gaggle
covers.
of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Your wish is my command, darling.
I hate this so much. It's not over yet, is it? When they killed Sakura's. Can we all say our favorite Undertale tracks in chat? I'll say one of my favorites is Another Medium. I think it gets underrated. Kyoko's examination something. Okay, so we have the same truth bullets as before.
I was just sleeping peacefully,
Okay,
and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
right?
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with a Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
But how did she get back onto the... How did she get back onto the couch? So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is, where did Sakura die? It was... So this should be status of Sakura's body, right? Let me just double check what that says. Sakura was found dead seated in a chair, slamming forward. Okay, seems pretty straightforward.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right
like
there
an easy
in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
I guess if you haven't played Undertale, you can't really participate in the question of what's your favorite Undertale soundtrack.
Smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
Oh, do you mean, the Azure battle song? That's, Hopes and Dreams. Or Save the World.
You got
Burn in Despair, Save the World, Hopes and Dreams. I assume they mean, Hopes and Dreams.
right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Okay, there's the... What? There we go.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in the chair.
Found Sakura sitting upright in the chair.
Why the shelf was the cause of death. There's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally know.
They're all good.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
I don't know why that's not working. I do have Twitch chat. What's it? BT TV, better Twitch chat, better Twitch TV, something like that, enabled, or Frankers. So I don't know why Jamcat isn't working. Right.
Sure
Lie.
you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
Let's keep going.
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. There was a pile of blood. Yeah. I don't need to read what that means. I can tell.
Sakura was dead.
Your Best Nightmare, Finale, and Bergen Tricking. You mean Bergen Tricking plus Asgore, because Bergen Tricking is only like 30 seconds long. Bam, 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 da 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 da. There you go, that was my Bergen Tricking cover.
The blood stained by the map.
The entire cover, right there. I really do like Asgore, the theme. The battle theme. Plus Bergen Tricking. It's best when you listen to Bergen Tricking than Asgore. Yeah.
To make it look like I did it! Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
That's a fair point.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry
Maybe not all of them work.
my
Weird.
own scissors.
Lol.
No way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
She is built quite
Then what's
small.
the deal?
Yeah, it is a good fake out for the finale. Not the actual finale, but yeah, you know.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of
I
all
don't like the way Hina's reacting to this.
still has yet to be explained.
This is fair.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that
I'm thinking of that one. I'm thinking of your best nightmare and finale, which is also a fantastic series to listen to. If you listen to it in that order, it's beautiful.
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Nope.
So
Nope,
she just
doesn't check
hid
out.
Till everyone showed
That's
up
not
and
it,
opened
Chief.
the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
Nah,
I don't think that's possible.
nah. The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because the locker was too small. I saw it for myself. I was in the locker. It was me. I saw it for myself. Back to full health.
Even before
Nice.
we open the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got to look inside.
And Kyoko.
And at that point, the
I
locker
think you mean
was
Kyoko and I, actually. Because Hina ran away.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in here.
Right. Hey, the rapper's there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
Maybe she wasn't hiding.
What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
You thought you killed her a second ago, dude.
I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, you can plead ignorance. You can plead something, I'm sure, based on those grounds.
Lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Okay.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
Oh boy, was it accidental?
that's because
Was it
you're
accidental poisoning?
vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... Actually, kind of wish we did more Hangman Gambits. Those ones don't suck. You only get like one per case. Yellow Powder Monokuma File 4 and Aoi's account. I want to take a look at the Monokuma File 4 quickly. What does it say? No other injuries were noted, however, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. I think that's what we're going to use.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
That's a good
There's
question.
no other possible cause.
No, that's not
What
true.
killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shot.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
It was the violent vomiting. I think we can say that. There's one place I might find a clue. It would have been written there. Yeah, the Monokuma file.
Killed Ogre. If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Oh, I only have 3 minutes on this one.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura?
Okay,
I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
there we go.
No, it's wrong.
Got it. This is going pretty well so far, and I'm liking the
According
case.
to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Kinda gross, kinda
We
sus.
can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
Yeah, that's typically something that's pretty bad. Huh. Unless you're a JoJo character, then it's like just your average Tuesday. Most anime characters actually do it a lot, now that I think about it, but in JoJo it'll happen for no reason.
She cut the inside of her mouth.
If
Cut the
that's all
inside
it
of her
was,
mouth.
the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Remember, it records everything.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
How did you check?
You even checked in there?
Oh, yeah.
God, you really are into dead bodies.
Yeah, it's kinda weird.
No, I'm not into dead bodies.
I'm in a dead body. Ah!
Solving mysteries.
Lol.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
I agree.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Awesome, Biaka, yeah. I really like the way you talk sometimes.
You're making me go all weak in the knees. she was poisoned?
Didn't like that.
Possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Let me explain exactly how the Kafumi returns in Byakuya. I don't know why I'd say it that way.
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
The voice actress for her is top notch, doing a really good job, I must say. Really hard lines to read, I'd say, some of these, but very good job.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
And we were there with you.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
Oh no.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, good point.
Indeed.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And
Yeah.
that's where I found this.
A delicious sports drink. Glug glug glug.
Is that the poison?
Yeah, it has a skull in it.
Not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the
Okay.
specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
I don't really like the idea of drinking a weak poison in the first place.
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
A, B, and 3. Got it.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety
Wow.
of lethal chemicals.
Are you pulling that statistic from somewhere, from a scientific source, Flo? You know, we have to check these numbers. These empirical values.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Yes, C4 and C. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, fair enough. I didn't catch that. Bishop to C4 is an explosive move in chess, by the way. The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It's on the same shelf as all the supplements. I'm positive. Section A.
I got it!
Wait, did we really have...
The poison was actually...
Did you guys see that? Option A is A. Option B is C. Option C is B. Yeah, I'll take C. Which one? I hate that. Why would they do that? That seems such an easy thing to avoid.
Supplements or whatever.
It seems like such an easy thing to avoid. It's making me tighten up and tense. It's like,
Strange,
ah!
isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah.
So? Why?
Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
So worried. Did Hina do something? I like this part. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
Glug 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 glug. We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do is stand there and watch. This is pretty sick. As if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. I drink poison every day.
It's awful.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Oh no, it's powder in his mouth.
Flavor
Get some
certainly
water,
makes me
quickly.
want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Oh, he's being cheeky. He's alluding to the high quality protein.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
I've never actually had a protein shake, I don't think. He needs some milk. Yep.
Can I see that bottle for a second?
And then Kyoko just has some.
Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Aerate. Spray it around. That's a 10.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
Harmless.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Yum powder. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Do you mean that conversely the poison must have been in... Could it be? I mean, there was a bunch of it on the floor, I think. Oh, it's another Hangman's Gambit. Everybody takes a sip. Everyone gets huge. It's protein. Where's R? I don't know how many people have like done badly because they mess up spelling. Does that happen? Does that happen? Do streamers look silly because they mess up spelling? I'm saying that as if I'm not about to do that myself. There we go.
Now I understand.
Everybody gets thick. Then we could all have killed Sakura. I'm sad about this still.
The
Still
poison
makes me sad to say.
must have been poured into the protein can.
Yeah. Well, that's not what we said though. We said protein drink. I guess that was too
It's only
short.
logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Logical, then where did the yellow powder come from on the floor?
The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein. Once you accept that,
Oopsie.
it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get
My
Sakura
hair
to
keeps
drink
slipping
the
out
poison.
of the tail, the back. My hair's got so long. It's been way over a year now since I got a haircut.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Oof. Was it you? Something at the scene. A cup filled with water. A protein drink.
I got it!
Why would we assume any of those other things?
Protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Yeah.
What?
No, did he not? Oh, did he not give her the protein thinking it would help her? Damn. But then who put the poison in it?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and
I
pains.
think Hina gave it to her because she was feeling bad, and then I feel like she didn't know. And I wonder if Byakuya switched it, and now he's like really doubling down.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
No, I don't know about that
But
part.
what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
I don't know if I can.
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
It was me. It was me, Barry.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Uh-huh. I don't think she found out. I don't think she knows. The evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be what we found in front of the shelf. What we found in front of the shelf. In front of the shelf? In front of the shelf. This wasn't in front of the shelf. That wasn't in front of the shelf. This was not found in front of the shelf. Oh wait, when you say in front of the shelf, you mean, I see what he means. The source, footprints in the powder is what he means. Not in the rec room. Not in the rec room.
I got it!
Not in the rec room.
Footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
That's what he meant.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely
Oh, was Sakura going to kill herself?
there at that point.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I thought we were in the rec room. That's why I got confused, because I was... Yeah, anyway.
They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
Okay.
What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Okay.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Why would she kill herself? I mean, to get... to bring the others out of anguish. Just saying. I guess. Maybe she did it accidentally. Who
And
knows?
given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Well, they're probably Sakura's, right? She went to go get them.
Check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Oh, it was Hina. Never mind.
The footprints. They're mine.
Okay, so did she make a mistake?
Hina?
Now we need to find out if it was intentional.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Okay.
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Why is she saying it so happily? Why?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking.
Why is she so chill about it? This time with swimming. Anyone up for a swim? I killed Sakura.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Not you. Sneakers, huh? How many people wearing sneakers here are? Makoto and Hina. Yeah, Makoto, I guess, is wearing them. Leon, yeah, Leon's here in spirit. There's Flo.
Me and Hina are the only ones.
All along. How do I get the DLC in?
So Byakuya, that explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Oh, that's why he was so adamant about it.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Ooh.
Plus,
Spicy.
Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Yeah, she's been wanting to end it very
You were in
quickly.
an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Yeah.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I haven't played, what's it called? Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't even seen a playthrough of it, so I don't get the reference that well, if that's what you're referencing.
I can't believe
I also struggled to believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
I mean, Hina actually liked Sakura, unlike all of you.
it's just... The two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
Huh?
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
I'm not convinced Hina intentionally poisoned her.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
I don't like this, please.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
I still like Hina, come on.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did,
Was it on purpose?
why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab,
What?
it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
No!
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
I don't like this now.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
I'm sad.
And then
Love this.
she downed it. All at once. And then...
Hold it!
Hold it! That was a real Ace Attorney moment.
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Is Hold It, is that Phoenix Wright or is it Apollo Justice? Take that! Hold it! No, it's definitely Phoenix Wright as well, right?
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Yeah, Phoenix does have a Hold It. I thought so.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here.
It's the press. It's the press statement.
Defeating them.
Definitely, it's the press dialogue. Why? My hair is just not... Okay, I'm gonna retire quickly. Sorry about this, guys. Hold it! Take that! And then he has one other iconic one, but I just can't seem to remember what it is right now. There we go. Oh, I'm tied up. Oh, no. No, don't clip that out of context. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
A person alive would sacrifice themselves for another.
That's not
In the end,
fair.
We're all in it for ourselves.
Some people do that.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
I mean, there's still the locked room part. She could have, like, given her and dashed out, I guess.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Okay.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
I do think we might manage to turn this on Byakuya.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentiment.
I don't know, we'll see. Gotcha! He does, yeah. That's his, well, no spoilers. No spoilers. I know for a fact that Flo hasn't played Apollo Justice, so we're not going to spoil why he says gotcha, because it's a thing. But he does play gotcha.
But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
What else does Apollo have? I mean, he has the same ones. Hold it! Yeah.
Hina, if
I like
you
Apollo.
really are the killer, explain it. How did
Also
you
like his
create
game.
that locked room?
It's definitely better than Justice for All, in my opinion.
That doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell
Apparently,
you everything.
there were 4 killers, or 4 people who did this crime, I guess.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Byakuya's getting worried.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
There was another one that was mixed in the section A section though. Section A section. Wow, I'm really good at
Sure
this.
about that?
The speaking thing.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's a good actual battle of wits in a way.
I mean, why would someone
Still like
leave
Kyoko
such
more,
a
though.
clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
I mean, fair enough. That's a good
He's
point.
right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
Yeah.
That was...
Are you doing a double bluff here? Because I'm suspicious of Byakuya right now.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
That's like the kind of thing. It's like, oh, I was so nervous looking back at what I did there that I left a footprint. Guess I'll do nothing about it now.
You didn't notice?
Also, it doesn't explain how Sakura got the yellow powder on her foot.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Not be nervous. Just don't be nervous.
Listen, Hina.
Duh.
Could you go into a bit more detail?
Yeah.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
Are we making good time? I feel like we're doing good time here.
That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Let's do that. There we go.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Byakuya, why are you sweating?
There's nobody
Why are you
else
sweating?
to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Hina.
Sure.
Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Sure.
Well... Right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
Opposed to dropping it like a smart person.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder.
And just didn't bother cleaning it up.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room.
What's that track? No, you would just avoid the spillage, wouldn't you?
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told.
That's wrong!
First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange? Kind of.
Can you repeat that series of events
One more time. This time I'm loading my my gun. Just say it one more time.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
We're not a Big Mac.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're...
You asked... Well, Toko/Genocide Jill to repeat herself. I'm entitled to ask Hina to repeat herself. How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Let's go. Pikachu and Eevee. Pokemon game that I completely skipped. Footprints in the powder. Chem lab shelf. Source of the powder. Let me see what the exact details of that evidence is. So it's the footprints. Source of the chem lab shelf. On the shelf in the chem lab, section A contains supplements, section B contains reagents, and section C contains harmful chemicals. A bottle of poison labeled as section C had been labeled in section A of the shelf. Okay. Source of the powder. There was a broken bottle in front of the chem lab shelf which was labeled Chem C4. The powder on the floor is assumed to have come from this. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled after the incident took place. Footprints in the shelf. In the powder. Someone had left footprints in the powder and spilled in the chem lab. These footprints appeared only near the leftmost section of the shelf. From this, it can be assumed that the suspect only had business in this area. Okay. I'm gonna do.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
This. Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground
Let's
in
see.
front of the shelf.
Let's see.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I
That's a
moved
different bottle.
from section C to section A.
Okay.
And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A.
Ah.
Then I took
Okay,
the bottle
wait,
with
that's-
the poison in it
That's
and
fine.
left the chem lab.
Where's my diagram again? Where's my... Do I not get the... Do I not get the map? Because now I'm forgetting what order they were in. Okay, whatever. Wait,
That's
I can check this way. No, not this way. This one. It says leftmost. Okay, I think that was A.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
In the chem lab, where were the footprints and what direction were they facing? Those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us.
First I went to section C.
Okay,
That's when I grabbed the poison.
okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A. And that's where I switched the
No, that's the problematic
Once
statement, I
was
think.
done switching them,
Moved from. So it didn't do like this whole
bottle
U
filled with the
sort of thing.
protein powder back in section A.
Oh wait, no, that's the problem. Oh, never mind.
Poison in it and left the
Let's go back to that one.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
I like Healy and Byakuya. Nah, don't worry, I think I'm fine. Those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us. I think we can do this.
That's when I grabbed the and you spilled some of the
Just watching which statement we're
I
on.
moved from section C and
think it's gonna
that's where I
be-
switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section
Oh. Did I say something strange? But I'm not lying, I swear. Did I present the right truth bullet? Footprints in the powder. Someone had left footprints in the powder, spilled the chem lab. These footprints appeared only near the leftmost section of the shelf. From this, it can be assumed that the suspect only had business in this area. Oh wait, the leftmost was A. Oh boy. I can feel my brain slowing down as the day has gone on. Not even. I haven't been using my brain today. Let me think. Put it back in section A. Did she say something else?
First I went to section C.
Okay.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section
Let's try this one. Yeah. Okay. I was right the first time. I doubted myself for some reason.
You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein.
Apparently she did like a full circle if that's what she meant.
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C
Yeah.
to section A.
They were just going straight to A.
That contradicts what you just said.
Yeah. I wish I had that diagram up in the truth bullets. That would have been nice.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
Why?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was nervous. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. What is this? This isn't how it looked when she said that.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Just went straight to section A.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
I'm not exactly sure where this is going.
Well, you see...
I think... Why would she lie, though? Maybe Byakuya spoke to her after he switched the poison and, like, convinced her that she killed Sakura? I'm just looking sus again.
What the?
Yeah.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Or did Sakura do something? I'm not sure anymore.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
What is this Ace Attorney BS?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Huh?
I did?
Who's Black? Is Black Makoto?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Byakuya is... I'm quite sure that's an olive green.
Just say it already!
That's very much like Mr. Green from Cluedo vibes, right there, or Clue. Whichever it's called in your region. In any region, that is. I'm quite confident that's a green. How is it appearing on the capture? I think that's still appearing as a green, eh? I'm not sure.
I found this.
It's a note that says Byakuya did it. Huh? Piece of
It
glass?
had sunk to the bottom of the bottle.
Hmm.
And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
He just ate glass.
I couldn't have solved your
Okay.
mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Yeah, he used the bottle to shatter
What is
something.
it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
I don't realize exactly.
Me?
My head hurts. That's a completely separate thing to this game.
Bud, if you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Oh boy, okay. The shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue. The Monokuma bottle. No. Bottle of poison. No. Those aren't even glass. The rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Yeah. See,
The window?
the wall?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
I think that's a reasonable assumption.
You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How
Yeah,
did a
obviously.
shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of
It was used to break it.
What's so strange about that?
I'm not sure how it was replaced though.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? Huh? Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us. Section C of the shelf? The bottle of poison? Do you mean which bottle of poison? Section C, I guess? Nope. Hina said you put the bottle of poison in section C of this, no. Think harder. Whoopsie. I lost track.
what's strange is that
Then it's section A. My bad. My brain stopped
I
working.
got it.
Damn. I'm annoyed by that.
Poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said.
That is not what's happening. Switch those two around.
And yet,
I can't keep track of
somehow
all
a
this.
piece of glass from the rec room window made its
Not
way
in this
into the bottle.
minute detail. Although that's like what you're supposed to do.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Oh, that is weird.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Okay.
It was there at least until the window got broken.
Well, thank you so much for the follow, Moonrose cosplay.
When the locked
Really
room
appreciate
was
it.
unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened,
Add more
the
water.
bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
Okay.
That had to be after the locked room was opened,
I have to do a lot of thinking now, I guess.
after Sakura died.
Let me reread that. Sorry. I have to process this a little bit more closely. In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass bottle in that bottle. Of that glass in that bottle, sorry. So it was there and someone brought it back. And then once the room was open, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf. Okay. Okay. I'm getting there. It had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
You're moving too fast.
I feel like Byakuya right now.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked.
Byakuya insisted on being allowed in the crime scene.
But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because it was placed on top of broken glass.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right?
New.
If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain
Yeah.
that.
This is a good point.
Before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Okay.
It has to do with the protein can.
Yes.
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
Don't think so.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
12.
Well, no, not that I remember.
That was the best of my ability.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Everyone's going back and forth, answering the positive and the negative, and that bothers me. It's difficult to tell what they mean sometimes.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Yeah. That was because it was found on top of the glass.
Oh, come on!
Makes sense.
How can you say that?
Byakuya is really frustrated now.
You know,
I like it.
I don't know.
That's a great line from Byakuya. How can you know what I don't know? The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. What are we doing? Make your argument. Right. It's actually quite simple. Empty protein drink should be the right one. It's a really good one. It's a really good line. I just want to double check what this empty protein drink actually says in its thing. An empty protein drink was found near the rec room door. The container had a label reading Chem A2. The shards of glass from the window that was broken to get into the room were found both around and underneath the container. There's the keyword underneath. Oh, okay. Interesting.
There's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked.
That was
It
really pretty.
absolutely was not in there.
The shape of it.
So
The
you're
text.
saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yeah?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
Nope.
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Well, that's the line. Oh, shot too late. When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window, if I concentrate on that, we can get back to the last line.
Not a doubt
Until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was.
So you're
Someone planted it there?
There we go.
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
Okay, let's do this. Let's
It
see.
had to be. It was in there before
cool.
the rec room was unlocked.
There we go. Somehow that counted. Did minus seconds from me for no reason. I was literally shooting the white noise.
remember
But
how
alright.
it was broken?
Notice that just happened. We should be good now. Hello everyone, welcome back. Are we good? Did we miss anything? Just want to get confirmation from chat that everything's all right now, so that you can hear me, see me. I don't know how much was missed. Okay, seems fine. Welcome back everyone. I think it was only for a second that we cut out and then cut back in. Don't know why. Oh, I have to get back into the window. There we go. Oh, 3 seconds. Okay, it's not too bad. We can just go over what happened. Oh, I didn't know that they did the the bullet sections in the transcript. That's nice. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right? Of course, it came from the window you broke to get in. What about it? Okay, let's go.
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
Yeah, they were underneath.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
That's a good point.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
Yeah.
I see. So that's your explanation.
It's a pretty good explanation.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
I lied, I tripped over it.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Yeah, it would.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room.
Yeah.
And the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Makes sense, kind of. Who did it? Must have been Byakuya.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking...
I thought we all agreed that we knew what happened.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly...
Oh, maybe she did kill herself.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Interesting.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Okay.
Then tell us
Oh,
already.
let's knock the table a little bit. Or the desk.
Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, he's been knocked down a peg.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other
That's quite
thing.
amusing.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
It's either Byakuya or Hina. Only got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. Had to have been Sakura.
I got it!
Because of the powder on her
I
shoe.
think it was Sakura herself.
Yeah.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yeah.
What are you talking
That's exactly what I'm saying.
There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
Yep.
You're lying! Stop lying!
Why did Hina lie so much and then say she killed her?
Why? Why would you lie like that?
I guess she just wouldn't mind dying at this point because then, you know, at least it's over. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Oh, great. Another one of these. Oh, boy. I'm not good at these.
You're a liar!
This is definitely the most action-y section.
Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Maybe I'll get better.
Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
I feel like I'm getting slightly better at this.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Ooh. I was better at that.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yeah.
This should prove it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hina,
I'm
did you
I'm
know
wrong.
that
There we go.
Sakura's foot
I'll admit
had a
it.
certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
Yeah.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
Indeed. I keep knocking the table. My bad.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
It was.
So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
But then where did Hina drop it still?
Wait,
She dropped
wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Well, she walked
And it was
there.
only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't
Okay, yeah, fair point.
but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing,
Which is weird.
which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around.
How do you do
And
that,
some
though?
of it must have wound up on her.
On her instep.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
Yeah, how would you drop it?
Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first
And also, why did she drop it like away from herself? That seems
The
weird.
only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me!
Oh, no, wait.
The poison!
I'm getting confused. So Sakura went to Section C, dropped it, it landed on her instep, then Hina went to Section A, and that's when she put the footprints in. Okay. I'm back up. I think I'm back up to where we are.
Because I killed her!
Crying.
No, you didn't kill her.
Dang. You already said it's not your fault. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Select someone. This is a fun little one that we have to do. Where are you?
Here's my answer.
Got it.
The one who killed Sakura?
I said suicide was a thing at the start. I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. That was like my first suspicion.
What?
What?
The killer was
I don't have to read. I just
Sakura?
remember.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly!
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
Yeah.
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life.
Yeah.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
So here's the thing. It might have been an honor thing. Because she'd been hit by 2 people and she's like, I'm not gonna lose. And then she drank it. Or she might have just been like, it's time for me to stop playing this game as a spy and stuff. And, you know, to save everyone the horror of being implicated in the murder. So like, making sure that no one gets blamed for killing her. She just decided to end it herself. It might be one of those 2 things. Because of course, Monokuma forced her into the locked room. Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Byakuya created the locked room in secret. Seems likely, honestly. Sakura wanted to create the locked room?
I got it!
Yeah, because she didn't want anyone to seem guilty, right?
Mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop
Or that
her
as
from
well.
doing what she did.
That too.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
Okay.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
Okay, might have been Hina.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Yeah.
You
Crying
didn't
noises.
throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Because she wanted one of them to die for killing Sakura because they hated her, right? I'm trying to read into the
When we
motivation.
found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Okay.
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Yeah, stopping people from investigating it was pretty weird. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. The shaky legs Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers.
Ah, yeah. That's the opportunity. That's the motive.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
Okay.
There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room.
Okay.
When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Whoa! Ogre! Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed? I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed.
You hardly noticed anything. I think Kyoko should have noticed, if anyone did.
You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
I mean, people do weird things in shock. I wouldn't really put much stake in that.
I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Makoto's being a bit of an a-hole.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
No one's allowed in?
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
Yeah. I can't believe he's keeping grief. The only way to grieve for someone like your best friend is to go to their side and... Yeah. Okay. Makoto, what did you do when your best friend died? Let's say Sayaka was his best friend. Just passed out. Why didn't Hina just pass out, according to Makoto?
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison.
I'm putting a lot of
pieces of evidence, and yet,
you know, I'm putting a lot of value into the relationship between Sayaka and Makoto, but I don't think anyone could actually be his best friend. It's like being friends with air or white bread or something, you know. It's like you're not really friends with it, but you just kind of stick nearby to it.
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Oh boy, Byakuya, you don't like being tricked, do you?
No.
We gave him a thong, if I remember correctly. So my new headcanon is that he's wearing that right now.
No.
She doesn't like it.
I killed her. I didn't.
No.
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not. Nothing's over.
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
Oh, come on. You're like, you just backpedaled like 3 or 4 sentences.
End this properly.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, we're doing the brain comic. Welcome to the manga. Okay, so she slips the notes into everyone's rooms. The last one was Byakuya. Where's Byakuya? He seems chuffed about it. Act 2, Swivel goes to the locker. Hides in the locker, she's sweating. Sees Sakura arrive. Act 3, Yasuhiro arrives, offers candy. Yasuhiro takes it. Yasuhiro is scared all of a sudden. Sees the bottles, grabs a bottle, smacks Sakura over the head with it. I don't know which one fell out, probably the knight. So there we go. Yasuhiro's looking at it, he feels bad, so he gets the magazine. Yeah, the hair looks pretty sick, I'll say. It's not like necessarily neatly drawn, but it's a nice style, I'll say. I said I'll say many times, so I guess I'm saying things many times. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Where he wrote Toko. There it is. So he wrote Toko doing a very bad job. Then he ran away, and that's a ridiculous looking run, but I love it. Toko sees this fact and says, what? Well, she climbs out of the locker. Sees that, says that's bad. So she puts it back inside the shelf, but upside down. Then Sakura is waking up to ash and dust. Toko is taken by surprise. Sakura is like checking that everything's okay, but scares her. Then Genocide Jill comes out, grabs the bottle, and whabam! With the queen this time. Genocide Jill is there, looming over, cleans it up. You can even see that's the queen there. And then runs away, and that's an even funnier running animation. My word. That's flipping Sonic the Hedgehog right there. Sakura's still alive. She's like, ow, that hurt. Well, I've taken much worse. Takes the poison. We didn't really see Sakura go to the chem lab though, did we? Anyway, went to the chem lab, decides it's time to end it. Act 6, we find Then Makoto bursts in after breaking a window and vandalizing the school, damaging school property. Oh, and then the gray person is Hina in this for some reason. Looking at Sakura, it should just be Hina. Hina spots it, Hina grabs it. Yeah, takes it, puts it in the pocket, runs out, grabs everyone else, takes it out of her pocket. Right? Yeah. Turning the grey man of crime scene disturbance, like Byakuya was at one point. I think that's all good.
The
Just
killer
reenact.
is you.
Yeah, the grey man of murders on holiday.
Began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Yeah.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Agreed. Did he say Byakuya? Byakuya. What did he say that time? That was weird.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko.
I wonder if this was one of the earlier cases that was recorded.
She got there one step ahead of everyone else.
Because he also said...
Around for a good hiding spot.
Sorry, I interrupted. He also said Kyoko earlier, which was a lot harder than Kyoko. The way that he usually says it. So I wonder if he wasn't used to the voices yet, Bryce Papenbrook. Or the names, rather, not the voices.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
Yeah.
Next to arrive was Hiro.
Why does Sakura just have the... Yo. Whoopsie, I bumped the table. Oh, yo, what's up? Yo, do you want a sweet?
When he got
Whoa.
there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
And just tried to kill her, you know? Classic.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
And she just sat there for a while, you know? I mean, it makes sense. It's just like,
Magazine
oh.
from the table and forged a dying message.
Probably at the very least got a concussion.
To that end, he wrote down a name.
Yes. Caught.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
Yeah, we will. Although we already did have Toko, I guess.
The whole thing.
And Byakuya wasn't great
As soon as
either,
the coast was clear,
because he interfered with another crime scene, so we were already a bit uncomfortable. And I guess there was the threat of the spy, so yeah.
she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Well, I mean, yeah. We go up, like, by one attempted murderer, because, I mean, Genocide Jill, you know, already there. An actual murderer, not even just attempted.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake.
Upside down.
She put the magazine back upside down.
Yeah.
Soon
I like
after,
the green
she
on there.
watched as
The green
Sakura
contrasts really
slowly
nicely with
opened
the
her
pink.
eyes.
It reminds me of Splatoon as well. Pretty like the colors in
She
Splatoon.
also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head.
I used to play quite a bit for a while, for like a few weeks, and then I got so tired of everyone being really bad in the, like, just the casual stuff, and I didn't want to play anymore. And also apparently there's a hacking problem, so a lot of people hacked it. Yeah, oh well. It's a shame.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
And I completely forgot that Splatoon 3 was announced earlier this year.
When she woke
That's the
back
thing
up,
that's coming.
her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura.
Yeah.
And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
My head hurts. I'm feeling very tired for some reason.
She gathered
Sorry if I'm
up
not
the
talking
broken
enough.
Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Yeah. And she just had the poison on her?
After those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Poison.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
I don't know exactly when she got it.
Turned the rec
but
room into
okay.
a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
That's a nice picture of Sakura looking up
And
to the
there,
light.
she
Nice
took her
one.
final breath.
It's really sad. I don't think she wanted anyone to get blamed for her murder. I think that's the reason.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Yes,
We had to smash the door's window to get inside.
indeed.
But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
I'm not exactly sure how she knew that though. Maybe she told her. Maybe when she said, I'm going to invite people into the rec room, I'm going to kill myself as well. I don't know.
Poison from
We'll
off
find
the
out.
ground.
We'll find out after the trial. Probably.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can.
Nice, we got it.
Did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves,
Lol.
in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
Why is Toko so funny in all of the pictures she appears in? Because currently she's like, well, I guess it's Genocide Jill at the moment, but it still looks like wee in the background with her hair.
And the one who went to all that effort
Was Hina. She even had boobs before the silhouette faded to her actual self.
was you, Hina.
Yeah. Complete.
That's the full truth of the case.
Well, still don't exactly know everything, but yeah, sure. That was some pretty good crying.
Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Sounds right. Yeah. Were you talking about the final one for the comic? Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
But Makoto, how did you manage to...
You're dumb. That's how.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
You're dumb.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
It was pretty simple. I just looked around and shot people's statements with this gun that maybe I'm imagining.
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't
Cost-benefit
understand.
diagrams.
And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you.
Oh,
in
she
the
did say that quite a while ago. It's quite funny. I did pretty well. Yay! That's a nice amount of medals.
Okay, okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
We have to vote for Sakura, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Yeah, apparently.
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do
Yeah,
it.
we need a vote so we can execute Sakura.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened?
No one really intended to kill them anyway.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Did people ever just choose the wrong person? A lot of dialogue for this bit. I guess it adds to the style and atmosphere. Guilty was Sakura.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I have to talk now. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My
Oh yeah.
entire
That's right, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be unanimous. That makes sense now. Okay, we're done.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
You know, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because... That's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean? This isn't really a genocide dual voice. I'll save it for Monokuma. You were gonna take us, take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins, because everyone, even me, you all killed her. Yeah, Byakuya, the architect of great state. Not that one. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Just want to check the time. Just curious. Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. Oh wait, this is Sakura's voice. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. But that's... I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura... So that's how she knew that she was dead before anyone else. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. And now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt. Sakura,
I...
because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. Sorry, I'm misreading a fair bit. You asked to meet with those three? Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina, please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
It warms my heart, but still makes me sad. Sakura... She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... Poor Sakura. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Oh yeah, I would also feel stupid if I was Hero, but that's not limited to this situation. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
No. Oh, she was actually able to talk to her as well. Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some... Oh. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, saw the powder. That's when I realized. Saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please.
Let me in, please. Open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. Even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this. So I guess another attempted murder. I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? And what if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But he already...
Bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me?
unbe-
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. Whoopsie.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones joking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut. And then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna
I'm
do?
glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey,
But, you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? This is Monokuma Theater, but we're not asleep.
but hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina. I'm torn. Should I read this in Sakura's voice or Monokuma's voice? I'll read it in Sakura's voice. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Wow, and she's doing it in the real Japanese way. Junko's as a compromise. It was our first time in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see,
First
Mastermind
night,
took
sorry.
Control
First
of
night.
my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
And they were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
But you were writing this to Hina. Oh, alright, it's fine, it's fine. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why, Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer
Sans again.
compromise. No, I've made my decision.
Sorry, no longer regret. I pressed A too early. Sorry about that.
I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that I decided to reveal her secret, which meant everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. This is a good case.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
Still don't have water though. I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Sakura did nothing wrong. I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. But please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
Damn.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Huh? Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. I forgot Hero's voice. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Interesting. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
That is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. But Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone!
Hey.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. And nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
We did kind of get the good ending, except Sakura had to die, so it's kind of sad.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time! Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna... Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no! Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about that bare times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Who the hell is dying? And I swear if it's Hina, I'm gonna be so pissed.
So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest.
A special guest? No, wait, is it Alter Ego? Is it Alter Ego?
Let's give it everything we've got.
Please, no.
Punishment time.
Please, no, it's Alter Ego, isn't it? Damn it! No!
you. Oh, damn.
You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk!
Phew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it can be. No, it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth.
How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! And you killed him!
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. I was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No, I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they will make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this!
Ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad! Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript? That's what PS stands for, right?
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit.
It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You got
That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at you it's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. I can't ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But
too bad.
ha 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 ha! Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note.
let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well,
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about it. Think long, think hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. Mastermind did something to us? Excuse me, Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plan to bomb us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off. The bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff. So it's not totally unheard of. Not a good place of reference. Point of reference, rather. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But,
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than head back up? Oh yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But I am. You must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. But then, I'll try. Huh?
That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
What? What is happening?
No, 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 no!
I don't like this at all.
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the balance between me and Master!
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are, sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. More biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master! You're making me jealous! I want to be the abuse give and take. Me!
I don't like this. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Yeah. You poopy head. Well, that's just how it is for now. Oh, is that the end of the chapter? I'm Sakura, man. So, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. The story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Yep, there's more. Oh boy. Let's see. Let us see.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
Yes?
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Cool. I can save and stop, right? I mean, I can. Does it just go straight into the next chapter, or how much longer is left?
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep
I mean,
tight.
I guess I could.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
It's not really my MO. Just leave things unfinished for the Saturday stream. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. The night still wasn't over for me. Voice. Should I just cut it here? Should we return to this on Monday? I'm willing. I'm tired. That's for sure. And that was a lot, that trial. It was a lot. Hair's coming untucked. Oh no, this looks kind of... I don't know how this looks. Better than complaining about it, fair enough. Let's just see. A voice. I could hear a voice. I'm just not sure how much is left. What? Okay. Up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
Okay.
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
Well, yeah, she did say yes.
Kyoko's here.
Yeah, he sleeps in his jacket, I'm not surprised.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. Oh no, please don't say that, Barbas. No, she does not. She definitely doesn't, and we are in our jacket. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. A dead body, yeah. Wait, but my door! It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey.
Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. They can change now where it says time unknown. I can say 3 o'clock. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Okay, well, let's ask. It's fine, I don't have anything to do, so we can keep streaming. Maybe let me just stand up for a second. Let me just take a quick... Just a quick walk around, you know? I'm in the background. Hello? Just from the background. That's a wave. I'm known for, of course. I hope my voice was being picked up at all time. Oh, stretch. Stretch. Wow, it's been a long stream already. I am out of order, but hey, I think we'll manage. Legendary. It was the distance. Had distance on it that time. I've swapped these around. Okay, let's keep going. Feel a little bit fresher now. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? And Kyoko put her lips next to my ear. Okay, sure. And whispered. Omelette du fromage. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Data center. My bad. Without another word, she was gone. What the? The words reverberated through my half-dazed head. Half-dazed. The data center? I thought it was locked. Let's go! Yes, leave the area. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. There it is, data lab. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? Put my hand to the door with a certain amount of force. Rattle, rattle. Date with Kyoko. I wouldn't mind. I mean, unfortunately, she has to date Kyoko. Damn, we've been bamboozled. It didn't open. Tried again, but rattle, rattle. It's a snake. Must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? Data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh! What are you doing here? What are you doing up, mister? Ah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Oh, well,
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt! Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something?
no, nothing like that.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko!
You too? You got...
Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. Whoopsie, I knocked the table again. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoot.
So we left and went back to our rooms. And then,
Goodbye.
so, goodbye. Hold on! Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, and then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that?
Whew.
Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. Oh, she said goodnight, that's nice. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Is that the 16th student?
16th student.
Ah.
Lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Ooh.
The one they call the Ultimate Despair.
Ultimate Despair.
Watch out for her.
Ooh. There we go. All-star apologies. That was unfortunate. That was a sad chapter. How many are left now? Oh, yeah. Ah! That's a good place to end. To be continued! Thank you to everyone who stopped by and stuck around. Stayed to watch. Oh, flip hell. Yeah. And that's the place where we'll end it. Yep. Thank you. Back to the main menu. Oh, was it just spam? I didn't even see it. Thank you to everyone. This was a long stream, but I really appreciate it if you stuck around, and I hope you had a good time. Oh yay! I do want more followers. Why aren't we clicking these links? No, I'm joking. Obviously. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. We'll be back with more on Monday. Hope you had a good time. I hope you'll join me for more, and I hope you weren't also as drained as I was, with both emotionally, physically, vocally. It's fine. I don't mind doing the voices. I have a good time with it. But yeah, thank you again to Moonrose Cosplay, who followed like really early on. I think I can't actually remember, it was quite a while ago. But yeah, thank you to them again for following, and I think that'll be it. Yay! Thank you everyone, and goodbye. Also, I might have something fun to say on Monday. That's quite important. So yeah, who knows? The average body weight of the students went up. That's true. Oh well, yeah, it went down. Sorry. I also accepted that a bit quickly. All right, I might have a fun announcement on Monday. We'll see if it works out. But until then, goodbye.